Hello, everyone. Have you ever thought that your own home is the best laboratory in the world for you to practice English? Actually, the way you start your morning defines if your brain will spend the rest of the day in translation mode or in fluency mode.
Hello to all our friends who are joining us on this English journey. Susan, that happens to me very often. I wake up in automatic mode, and I lose the chance to use the first hours of the day for my English.
The thing is, you need a system, Lucas. If you want to stop feeling frustrated and start having real conversations, subscribe to the channel. Having this weekly guide is what will ensure that you do not give up and that you keep evolving every single day.
Plus, having this constant guide is what keeps me motivated. Susan, the alarm just went off, and I am still lying in bed. What is the essential term for me to describe this moment of being lazy under the blankets?
Actually, we have the alarm clock, which is the object that tells the time and makes a sound to wake you up. Alarm is a loud warning sound, and clock is the machine that shows the hours. But the habit that really stops your progress is the snooze button.
The famous snooze. Believe it or not, I am the king of that button. Snooze is that extra sleep button that gives us 5 more minutes, but it makes the brain feel very foggy and tired. Anyway, I need to open my eyes. What do I say exactly when I regain consciousness?
Use the expression, "I just woke up." Wake up is the act of opening your eyes and becoming conscious. Still, there is a very important difference between that and the phrase, "get up."
Let me see if I understand. Wake up is when my eyes open and I realize I'm alive, and get up is when I finally put my feet on the floor and leave the bed.
Spot on. Exactly. You see, you can say, "I woke up at 7, but I got up at 7:10. This means you stayed in bed for 10 minutes before actually leaving it.
I see. And as soon as I leave the bed, I feel the need to move my body. I use the verb stretch, right? I am stretching means I am making my muscles longer to wake them up.
That is right. Stretch is the act of pulling your muscles to prepare your body for the day. Plus, you will probably yawn. Yawn is that sound and movement we make with our mouth when we are still sleepy.
Stretch and yawn. Actually, narrating these movements helps me not to forget the verbs. Now, the next step is the bathroom. The bathroom. I need a toothbrush and some toothpaste.
Perfect. Toothbrush is the brush for your teeth. Tooth and brush is the tool you use to clean it. And toothpaste is the cream you put on the brush. Paste means something thick and creamy.
That makes sense. So I put the toothpaste on the toothbrush and I start to brush my teeth. I can say, I am brushing my teeth now. And after that, there's that other item. It's something with the letter D, right?
Yes, it's the dental floss, which is a special string to clean between your teeth. The coolest part is that the act of using it is simply the verb to floss. You can say, I am flossing. It's very practical and direct.
Flossing. I always forget to do it, but now that I know the name in English, I will use it as a reminder. Susan, and to have a fresh breath, I use the mouthwash, right?
Right. You use the mouthwash, which is the liquid for your mouth, to rinse your mouth. Rinse means to use water or liquid to clean something and then spit it out.
Rinse. I will remember that one. Anyway, my face still looks very tired. I need a cleanser to wash my face in a more professional way than just using regular soap.
Great choice. Cleanser is a soft product for the skin. Clean, and the ending ER in this case describes the product that makes the skin clean. When you use it, you say, I am washing my face.
Washing my face. Susan, I already feel much more confident describing my morning. Still, the most important part for me is coming, the coffee moment in the kitchen.
Coffee is sacred, Lucas. But before you put the water to boil, there's a small household chore that many people do, and it's excellent to practice action verbs.
What would it be? Making the bed? Or maybe feeding the cat? I'm already curious to know how to describe these movements in a natural way in the kitchen and in the rest of the house.
Actually, we will talk about that right now. Before we continue this journey through the house, I want to talk to our dear fellow students who are watching us.
Yes, friends, we want to know from you, what is the very first thing you do as soon as you get up from the bed? Do you go straight for coffee or do you go to the bathroom first?
Leave your comments. We love reading your daily routines. And stay with us because now we're going into the kitchen to learn how to describe every detail of the perfect breakfast.
Great, Susan.
Now that you are fully awake, before we run to the kitchen, we need 30 seconds for a task that completely changes your energy. Make the bed.
Make the bed? I know that make usually means to create or build something, but I'm not building a bed with wood. I'm just tidying the sheets, right?
Actually, you are right. In English, we use make the bed for the act of tidying your blankets and pillows. It's a simple habit, but it tells your brain that your first mission is complete.
Make the bed. I like that. And for those who have a pet, like me with my cat, the next stop is the food bowl. I should say feed the cat, correct?
Spot on. Feed is the verb for giving food to a person or an animal. You can say, I am feeding my cat now. Feeding is the physical act of putting the food in the bowl.
Feed the cat. Believe it or not, my cat never lets me forget that word. Now, Susan, my stomach is complaining. Let's go to the kitchen, the place where we cook.
Let's go. The first step for many of us is the coffee. If you use a coffee machine, the specific term is brew the coffee. Brew is the process of making the drink with hot water.
Brew the coffee. Let me see if I get it. I don't just make coffee, I prepare it in a special way. But what if I use a kettle to heat the water?
Then you use the verb boil. You say, I am boiling water. Boil is when the water gets very, very hot and starts making bubbles. After that, you are going to pour the water.
Pour? How do you spell that? Is it P-O-U-R? And what does it mean exactly, so I don't forget it when I have the kettle in my hand?
That's right, P-O-U-R. It means to move a liquid from one container to another. You say, I am pouring the coffee into my mug. A mug is that large, heavy cup for hot drinks.
Pouring to move the liquid, and mug for the big cup. Plus, I love eating fried eggs. I say fry an egg, right? And I use a frying pan, the flat metal tool for cooking.
Exactly. You put the egg in the frying pan, and when one side is ready, you need to flip the egg. Flip is the quick movement of turning something over to the other side.
Flip to turn it over. It's the same movement for a pancake. And to go with the eggs, I like some warm bread. I put the bread into the toaster.
Perfect! When the toast is ready and crispy, you can spread the butter. Spread is the act of using a knife to cover the bread with a thin layer of butter.
Spread for the butter, and butter is that yellow fat from milk. Susan, I realize that if I narrate these steps, boil, pour, fry, flip, and spread, I learn the most important actions.
Actually, that is the secret. English stops being a boring book and starts being your real life. Still, remember, fluency is not magic. It's the repetition of these simple movements.
I agree. Sometimes I feel frustrated because I want to say difficult things. But if I cannot say, I'm spreading butter on my bread, I'm not really living the language.
Exactly. Believe in the process. Your English is a tool for freedom, and every word you put on your workbench today brings you closer to your dream of being fluent.
Susan, I feel much more motivated now. I will start narrating my morning routine every single day. To all our friends who are joining us, What did you think of this lesson?
Yes, we want to hear from you from all parts of the world. Which of these kitchen actions is your favorite, or which one was the most difficult for you to remember?
Leave your comments below. Whether it's brewing the coffee or flipping the eggs, we want to read your stories. And if you want to keep evolving, we have a gift for you.
Click on the video appearing on your screen right now. It's a complete guide that will help you take this morning confidence and use it for the rest of your day.
I'm clicking right now so I don't lose my momentum. Thank you for the class, Susan. Goodbye, everyone. See you soon. Maybe in a coffee shop somewhere.
Bye-bye, everyone. Believe in your routine and trust your voice.